Do you love creating elegant cards that look super complicated, but when you break it down, it's actually very simple to put together? The answer is yes, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to create an elegant die-cut card base, and then we'll accent it with some colorful lilies. We'll do some coloring and shaping techniques. So join me and we'll learn these techniques together. To create this card, I started out with the Regal Borders and Pockets die. For this die, we're using this piece right in here. I love how these dies make the beautiful backgrounds. So as you can see, I've already cut one side, and we're going to go ahead and cut the other side. I cut my white cardstock piece to 6 inches in length and 5.5 inches wide, and these dies come in a couple pieces. So the opposite part we're not going to use today. There are two pieces, another piece to this die. So I'm just going to tape these two together, just make sure that the spacing is nice and even, and then we're going to place this onto our paper. Now when I do this, if you wanted to, you could measure that just to make sure both sides are even. I'm going to tape this down. I'm going to pull out my ruler and just measure it just to make sure that we have a straight cut, so that that ensures that our card base is correct. So this is pretty even there. Once you've measured it, you can go ahead and run this straight through your die cutting machine. Now when you do run these borders through your machine, I do like to have them going through lengthwise so that you do not have any problems with cutting that out. So we'll just go ahead, run that through, and that will just cut that die right out for you. We'll just do a reverse on that. Sometimes depending on your die cutting machine, you might need to use an extra shim on the top. We'll see how this one looks when it comes out. So you'll see that that's all cut out. Once you've done that, you'll just pull that off, and you have both of those pieces just cut out beautifully. I'll grab my scissors, and you can go ahead and trim off this side. And the reason it didn't cut off the other side is we did not use the other side of the die, because there's two pieces to that. The next step is going to be, we're going to lay this down onto our base and make sure that that is lined up here. Then once we've done that, we're going to go back and just pull this piece apart, and we're going to bump this right up to the edge of the scallop we just cut out. Just press that down on both sides, and then you can pull away that white piece. And then we're going to run this through your machine, and that will cut that out. So this is a quick and easy way to make sure that you're cutting out a beautiful card base, and you can alternate with these die cut pieces. I'm just going to push, actually we'll just pull it out from this side. Here we go. Okay, so we'll bring this out, and then you can go ahead and snip off the side again like this. Oops, let me just snip in a little bit more. That just removes the edge. Just love how interactive these dies are. It's really fun to work with. So once you're finished with that, you could just go ahead, pop out these pieces, and glue this together. And then you're ready to add that to your card base. When you add this to your card base, I scored the card at 4.5. It's 6 inches long, and that will come up nice and even. And you could just bump that up a little bit further, so you'll want to do that next. To create this beautiful background border, all I did was I stamped this border from the Sunrise Lily Bouquet set with the Rouge chalk ink and die cut it out. And then to color this, this is going to be more in the background, but you'll see that there's some flowers here kind of on the edge. So I'll just give these just a little bit of rouge into the flowers in the background. I didn't want to color it too much so that it's a little bit more of a background floral. So we'll do that on each side. And there's a little bud up in here, so you're doing more of the background color. Now, I did stamp the entire image in the pink. However, I'm going to add just a little bit of Pistachio Memento onto the leaves in the background. That adds just a little bit of the hint of green into the leaves. Now the flower in the center, I really won't do much with that because it will be covered with our main flowers. So once you have this all colored, it's just a soft, subtle color on the leaves and the flowers, I'm going to use this on my mat to shape. Let's use the 8mm tip. That is a larger tip, so if you want a very smooth background, the 8mm tip will accomplish that for you. And we'll just give a little bit of curling on that end, and then we'll flip that around. And we're ready to add the accents to our card base. To add this to the card, I'm just using a little bit of my Dries clear glue and just adding a little bit of glue right at the base of the flower in the back. Then we'll attach that pretty much right in the center of this diamond, kind of in the middle here. Our next step is to assemble the lilies. If you haven't seen how to shape the lilies, make sure to watch my video called The Sunrise Lily, How to Shape the Sunrise Lily. This one was stamped using the Sunrise Lily stamp set and the coordinating die. Those are absolutely fun and beautiful to make. So this is the large size. Just want to make sure that you create all those flowers. Typically when I make flowers, I make a bunch at a time, and then I'll have those ready to add on a quick card like this. So literally once you go to put something like this together, you can have a beautiful card in half an hour or less, especially if you've already pre-made the flowers. So your next step would be to stamp a sentiment. I stamped my sentiment Happy Birthday on the side with the coral ink or with the Rouge ink, and then you can go back and add the large leaf if you like and the 2 small leaves, and that will complete your card. Hopefully these techniques inspired you to create these beautiful yet delicate and simple card. I know I love receiving handmade cards, and your friends and family will too. If you need some more inspiration, you can visit our website at heartfeltcreations.us, or you can follow the links in the product description of the video below. You'll see the product links there. If you click on those, there's going to be a little tab that says Project Inspiration. That will give you so many more different ideas on what you can do with the products I showed today. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.